Julian, who has broken my favorite vase?
I don't know. Where was it?
It was on the table in this room. Why are you asking this?
Because yesterday I saw father keeping his file on that table and there was no vase.
How can that be? I had kept it myself.
Are you sure? The vase may be in some other room.
No, it is not, because I have the broken pieces with me which I found here.
Jerry. Mother was asking Julian who had broken her favorite vase.
What did Julian say?
Julian said that he didn't know and asked where it had been. Mother said that it had been on the table in that room. She asked Julian why he was asking that.
Why did he ask?
Because the previous day he had seen father keeping his file on that table and there had been no vase.
What did mother say to that?
Mother said how that could be. She had kept it herself. Julian then said the vase might be in some other room. But mother said it was not because she had the broken pieces with her which she had found there.
Well, we are done for.
Good morning, students. So, did you follow the two visuals carefully? Some important grammatical lessons were there for you related to the topic we are doing now. Watch the following visuals again carefully. ਬੱਚਿਓ, ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਪਾਠ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ। ਕੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੋਹਾਂ ਦ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਧਿਆਨ ਨਾਲ ਵੇਖਿਆ ਹੈ? ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਿਸ਼ੇ ਨਾਲ ਸੰਬੰਧਿਤ ਕੁਝ ਮਹੱਤਵਪੂਰਨ ਵਿਆਕਰਣ ਦੇ ਪਾਠ ਇਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਨ। ਹੁਣ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਧਿਆਨ ਨਾਲ ਵੇਖੋ।
Sudhir, have you done your homework?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Please bring it to me. Gopal, stop talking. Have you done your homework?
No, ma'am.
This is the second day. You have not done your homework. Come with me to the principal's office.
Ma'am, please excuse me. I promise I will do it tomorrow.
No, you will do it now. Go and kneel down outside and complete your homework before the class gets over.
Arjun, how was school?
It was fine for me, but for some it was not so.
Why so?
First, ma'am asked Sudhir if he had done his homework. Sudhir said that he had, and ma'am appreciated him and told him to bring it to her.
Then,
Gopal was talking and she ordered him to stop talking. Then she asked Gopal if he had done his homework. Gopal said that he had not.
what did your teacher say?
Ma'am was angry and said that it was the second day. Gopal had not done the work. She ordered Gopal to go with her to the principal's office.
Did Gopal go?
Gopal requested ma'am to excuse him and promised he would do it the next day. But ma'am did not agree and instructed him to do it then. She ordered him to go and kneel down outside and complete his work before the class got over.
Did you notice the last conversation where the boy used words like appreciated, ordered, requested, instructed, etc.? These are the words needed to be used at certain times when changing from direct speech to indirect speech, and accordingly changed when changing from indirect speech back to the direct speech. ਕੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਖੀਰਲੀ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਨੋਟਿਸ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕਿ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਨੇ appreciated, ordered, requested, instructed ਜਿਹੇ ਸ਼ਬਦਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵਰਤਿਆ ਹੈ? ਇਹ ਉਹ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਹਨ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਵਰਤੋਂ ਬਾਰ-ਬਾਰ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟ ਸਪੀਚ ਤੋਂ ਇਨਡਾਇਰੈਕਟ ਸਪੀਚ ਕਰਦੇ ਸਮੇਂ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਅਤੇ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਮੁਤਾਬਿਕ ਬਦਲਦੀ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ indirect speech ਤੋਂ direct speech ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ. Till now we have done mostly transformation of statements, but there are other kinds of sentences also. Do you remember what they are? Yes, you are correct. They are interrogative, imperative and exclamatory sentences. Today we shall learn how to change these kinds of sentences. ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਅਸੀਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾਤਰ assertive sentence statements ਨੂੰ direct speech ਤੋਂ indirect speech ਵਿੱਚ ਬਦਲਿਆ ਹੈ. ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਕਈ ਵਾਕ ਹਨ. ਕੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਹਨ? ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਠੀਕ ਹੋ. ਉਹ ਹਨ interrogative, imperative ਅਤੇ exclamatory. ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਵਾਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਬਦਲਿਆ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਇਸੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਪੜ੍ਹਾਂਗੇ. There are two kinds of questions that are asked. First, where the answer to the question is either yes or no. For have you taken your lunch? Yes or no? Did Tom bring the books? Yes or no? Will Smith listen to me? Yes or no? In these kinds of questions, the change from direct speech to indirect speech is done by using the words whether or if. And when changing from indirect speech to direct speech, these words are replaced by have or has or do or will, etc. Direct speech. Tanya told Simon, "Can you tell me the way to the post office?" Indirect speech. Tanya asked Simon if he could tell her the way to the direct speech. Bill said, "Has my parcel come?" Indirect speech. Bill inquired whether his parcel had come. Second is where question words are used. For example, what, why, when, where and how. Here, the question words are retained and the rest of the changes are as done earlier. For example, direct speech. Kevin said to Andy, "Where is the pencil?" Indirect speech. Kevin asked Andy where the pencil was. Direct speech. Brett asked Molly, "Why are you laughing?" Indirect speech. Brett asked Molly why she was laughing. These are the important points you will have to keep in mind when dealing with questions in the mode of narration. Shall we try out a few exercises to see the change in direct and indirect mode? Here are some examples. The teacher said, Suman, why were you absent yesterday? Its indirect mode is, the teacher asked Suman why she had been absent the previous day. Next example, my mother said to me, when will you be back? Yes, you are right. Its indirect mode is, my mother asked me when I would be back. Another example is, Auntie asked Susan, do you like bitter chocolates? Its indirect mode is, Auntie asked Susan if she liked bitter chocolates. One more example. Morris said, Mother, will it rain today? Its indirect mode is, Morris asked his mother whether it would rain that day. Look at another. The judge asked the accused, how can you be in two places at the same time? Its indirect mode is, the judge asked the accused how he could be in two places at the same time. Next example. The boy asked the lady, what is the time? Very good. You guessed it right. Its indirect mode is, the boy asked the lady what the time was. One more example. Mr. Parker said, can you solve the sums, Peter? Its indirect mode is, Mr. Parker asked Peter if he could solve the sums. Did the exercises make things easy for you? Now we will see about the next kind of sentence and how that has to be changed from one mode to another. ਕੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਅਭਿਆਸਾਂ ਨੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਸਾਨ ਬਣਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ? ਆਓ ਹੁਣ ਦੂਜੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਾਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੇਖੀਏ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਬਦਲਿਆ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ। Command or request. Commands and orders take the infinite form of the verb, showing the imperative mood, and indirect speech is introduced by words like ordered, requested, pleaded, commanded, etc. For example, direct speech. The leader said to his men, "Follow me." Indirect speech. The leader commanded his men to follow him. Direct speech. The man said to the judge, "Please Give me 2 days' time. Indirect speech. The man requested the judge to give him 2 days' time. Direct speech. Leave the room at once, the boss told the subordinate. Indirect speech. The boss ordered the subordinate to leave the room immediately. Direct speech. Please tell me what is wrong with you, Sita told Mohan. Indirect speech. Sita requested Mohan to tell her what was wrong with him. Children, whenever you find any sentence that either shows any of the words shown to you or you feel they are of any of the emotions discussed, you should correctly change them. Let us solve the questions coming up on the screen to become confident of changing the mode of narration. Question. The general commanded the army to attack the enemy line. Answer. Attack the enemy line, the general told the army. Question. The master ordered the servant to clean the room well. Answer. The master told the servant clean the room well. How did you fare in this exercise? I am sure you must have got a clear idea of the changes discussed. While you were doing the exercises or the lessons, you must have noticed some interesting points. What are they? Let us see. ਇਹ ਅਭਿਆਸ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ, ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੇਗਾ? ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਮੀਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੀ ਬਦਲਾਵਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿਚਾਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਵਿਚਾਰਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਮਝ ਆ ਗਏ ਹੋਣਗੇ। ਇਸ ਅਭਿਆਸ ਨੂੰ ਕਰਨ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਖਾਸ ਅਤੇ ਮਜ਼ੇਦਾਰ ਪੁਆਇੰਟਸ ਨੂੰ ਵੇਖਿਆ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ। ਉਹ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਹਨ? ਆਓ ਵੇਖੀਏ। That is not used in indirect speech. To is used as a joining word after requested, ordered or commanded. When an exclamation or wish has to be in indirect speech, the words used are exclaimed, wished, mourned, regretted, etc. Example, direct speech. He said, I wish I had not been so harsh. Indirect speech. He wished that he had not been that harsh. Direct speech. Alice said, "How handsome my brother is." Indirect speech. Alice exclaimed that her brother was very handsome. Direct speech. Ramesh said, "How very badly I have done in my test." Indirect speech. Ramesh moaned that he had done very badly in his test. Direct speech. Manish said, "Oh God, let my father return safely." Indirect speech. Manish prayed that his father returned safely. Keeping these in mind, let us do some teasers on this. Change the following from one mode to another. Question. The man said, "Alas, I have lost a fortune." Answer. The man moaned that he had lost a fortune. Question. What a beautiful sight, the tourist said. Answer. The tourist exclaimed that it was a very beautiful sight. Question. Raghu prayed that all went well with the team. Answer. Raghu said, "Oh God, may all go well with the team." The next question. Harsh regretted that he had told a lie. Answer. Harsh said, "I'm sorry I told a lie." Question. Smita said, "Well done, Sunil." Answer. Smita appreciated that Sunil had done well. Quite a few things we have learned today in addition to what we had learned in our previous lessons. All of them together show us how we should change from direct speech to indirect speech and back from indirect speech to direct speech. Let us then do a cumulative exercise recalling all the three lessons. Change these sentences from one mode to another. Ram said that he could come there. Right. Answer is Ram said, "I can come here." Question. What do you want? He said to her. Answer. He asked her what she wanted. next question. The chief guest said, I have great pleasure to announce the results. Answer. The chief guest said that he had great pleasure to announce the results. The next question. Nari exclaimed that the fruit is very sweet. You're right. The answer is Nari said how sweet the fruit is. Question. The servant requested the master for 100 rupees. Answer. The servant said to the master, please give me 100 rupees. Next, the doctor said that the patient had expired the night before. Answer. The doctor said the patient expired last night. Question. Atul asked Subhash if the match was still on. Answer. Atul said to Subhash, is the match still on? Question. I told Vicky I don't believe you. Answer. I told Vicky that I did not believe him. Question. Where is the old house? Matthew said. Answer. Matthew asked where the old house was. Next, Amir said that Farhan was doing his homework then. Answer. Amir said Farhan is doing his homework now. Question. Arrest the culprit, said the king. Answer. The king ordered to arrest the culprit. The last question. The traveller said, I am going on a pilgrimage and may not return. Answer. The traveller said that he was going on a pilgrimage and might not return. That brings us to the end of mode of narration. See you all in the next lesson. Till then, revise all that we did in this topic and keep smiling.